What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash. Today we're headed to Vegas and then LA. Probably going to drive through the night or rest somewhere overnight. But yeah, we're headed out from Mesa, Arizona, and then headed to the Kilowatt rally on Lake Arrowhead near San Bernardino, California. All right, so we're leaving the Phoenix metro area here. We're then going to head up to Wickenburg, that's that stop there, and then we'll head up to Kingman. So just to give you perspective, there's Las Vegas, there's LA area. Not sure what other superchargers we'll hit out there, because I've already been to Wickenburg, so I don't really need to stop there, but as far as making it to Kingman, I do. I might try and stop at this one, I believe that's Needles. This is the new White Hills, so that's a V3. That'll be kind of cool. And then I'll hit probably all of them in the Vegas area that I haven't been to. I've only been to one of them in the Vegas area. And then we'll probably head this way, potentially this way. I don't know. It kind of depends on time. That one's like a dark red. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, somehow we're going to go through Vegas and then get to this area here. We are in Wickenburg, Arizona. There's a few other cars here. So there's a Model 3, two more Model S's, and a Model S. So this one's a little bit of a weird setup. Let's get plugged in here first. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but then there's 4A, 4B, and those 4A, 4B are the only 150 kilowatt stalls here. Doesn't matter on my car, but I will show you guys the cabinet. So you can tell right here, so those are the old style 120 and then the 150. Or sorry, I was mistaken. There's not two S's, only one S. S3, my S, another S. Just gonna sit in the car and get some work done on my laptop. You can see the new hitch that I installed right down there. Let's get charging. I'm going to put a wet rag on the handle. All right, got quite a bit done here in Wickenburg. Now we're headed to Kingman, followed by White Hills. I was going to try and go to Needles, but that just really doesn't make sense. I guess I could go from Kingman to Needles to White Hills, but that just seems kind of silly. And I don't know if there's really a direct route, or that's a level 2. I'll have to look a little bit, but either way, we're going to go to Kingman and then either Needles or White Hills. But let's get unplugged and hit the road. Just sitting waiting to turn to the Kingman supercharger. I did check PlugShare. Looks like Kyle from Out of Spec was here about 9 days ago and said that 1B So the stall 1B was getting really good rates, so I'm gonna try and plug in there. Looks like it's fully open according to Tesla Maps, which isn't always 100%, but usually pretty close. So I should be able to use 1B and hopefully get some pretty darn good rates. Well, it's definitely not 6 of 6 available. I guess my nav was not quite accurate. Let's see if someone was dumb and left an open cabinet. Let's just see here. So we've got 1, we've got 2. So it looks like 2 is actually wide open. So I'm going to use stall 2. Well, we're plugged in at 1%, getting 20 kilowatt, which is not very good, but luckily we don't have to be here very long at all. I misspoke. We are actually sharing power on 2 with that Model X 100D. There's another Tesla there. I'm gonna run into the restroom in Carl's Jr. here. Hopefully it's open. There's another Model 3 pulling up. Next we're headed to White Hills, which is actually fairly close. And if I had a longer range Tesla, I probably could have made it directly there. So it's showing negative 19% right now, so we only need to charge up to like 25, 30%. All right, we're getting much better rates now, 44 kilowatt. Not great, but manageable to get to the next one. Looks like only 42 miles, pretty easy. So we passed through a town called Nothing, right there. And pretty soon we're gonna be passing through a town called Santa Claus. Only in Arizona. Car says we'll arrive with 15%. We're at 37%. Let's get unplugged here. Throw that in the trunk. Let's hit the road. Arizona, there are the 2 V3 cabinets. Let's get plugged in here. Again, you can tell this is a V3 cabinet or V3 station because it has the plastic ring here and the thinner cable, versus the V2s, they have a metal ring here. It's a silver, like steel, aluminum, whatever. This is a nice install because it's double-sided. Which can give you some flexibility, especially if you're on like one of those stalls. If any of them have faults or anything, you have 2 different stations you can grab from. Obviously be courteous, but there you can hear the cooling kicking on in this station for this particular stall. It's about 105 degrees outside. This is just right off the freeway that heads from Phoenix to Vegas, at a service station. Nice view, but otherwise not really anything around, but happy to have this here. Just about to unplug here in White Hills. So I did do some research. So the Hoover Dam is right there off of Lake Mead. But unfortunately everything is closed, including the road, so you can't even like drive by there. But next we're headed to Henderson. And then some of these I've been to. Pretty sure that's one I've been to. Have not been to the Link High Roller. Haven't been to the Bridger Avenue. I'll have to see if some of these are pay lots. That one might be, just kind of looking downtown. And it looks like we've actually got 2 here. I'm really curious about this 2 stall. That has me intrigued. And then I'll probably stop at that one too. And then we'll head probably this way. We'll kind of see what time things get going here. Henderson, Nevada. It's at a gas station, truck stop, casino, hotel,
all sorts of stuff here. It is Nevada after all. We made it here with 16%. And there's a bee that just went in my car, so that's fun. I guess I'll hope it flies out on its own, otherwise I have to roll down all my windows. Hopefully it just decides to fly out. Bee flew out on its own. We're getting pretty decent rates here. Supercharging. Already added 2 kilowatt hour. Was going to fly the drone here because it's beautiful, but unfortunately it's controlled airspace, and I'm not going to go through the process right now. Let's see where we're headed next. So that's the one I've been to. And that one's usually pretty crowded. I might make a stop there on the way out of town. I'll have to see. Let's go to these ones first because I'm intrigued. I will have to double check PlugShare to make sure they're not paid ramps. I don't really like to go to paid ramp superchargers. Then we'll probably try and go to those ones. And then of course the high roller one. And then we'll head out of Vegas. It's like the first stop will be Bridger Avenue in Las Vegas. Then we'll try to go to that one, and then back down, and then down 15. Or maybe out this way. I haven't fully decided yet. This is the Las Vegas Bridger Avenue supercharger. It's getting 75 kilowatt at 28% already plugged in. This is a 6 stall, so there's 2 over there and then 4 over here, so 3 cabinets. This is only a 120 kilowatt station. Only going to do a top off here, and then we'll head to the next Las Vegas. We're at the Grand Central Parkway supercharger. This station's iced like crazy. This side's covered too. Let's see if these are on. It doesn't quite look like they are. And they're dead, so I guess I'll plug in just for posterity, but nope, not on, it looks like. Well, I did end up trying a different stall here, but now we're headed to the Alta Drive supercharger. Just to clarify, that other stall did not work either.
Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
So I missed an exit on the way to the Alta Drive one. Yeah, I had to do a fairly large detour. But there's an In-N-Out burger right there, so I'm going to grab some dinner and then I'll eat it at the supercharger. Been charging here at the Tivoli Village, Las Vegas, Nevada supercharger. They've got 4 wall connectors over there. You can kind of see the cords poking through on some of them. It's a urban supercharger, so 72 kilowatt per stall. It's kind of cool. They're offering mobile detailing. Probably not approved by Tesla, but whatever. Another Model 3 Performance. I just love these new wheels. Looks so good, especially with the white interior. Really classy. I really like that they have this sign here, so that way if you have 30 minutes to spare, you can know where you can go for quick stuff. Otherwise, parking ramp's fairly empty. There's more people over there, but going to get going and see if I can get to the 150 kilowatt station. Managed to lay eyes on the 250 kilowatt superchargers, so going to those now. Got to flip a U-turn at this light. So you have to go up the valet entrance here, and then you can supercharge. So I don't think these are normally used, but the stalls are on, and I'm just gonna do a touch and go here. So that one is the Alta Drive. That's what we're plugged into right now. Now let's head to the link. "17 minutes away." Let's head over there. We're at the world famous Link high roller supercharger. We're at 33%. This is the one with solar. It was the first V3, or at least first like widely publicized V3. There we go, plugged in. There's a couple cars here. Matte wrapped Model Y, gray Model Y. Some S's, some 3s. I believe normally you need to use a code to get in here, but not right now since we have the current situation. Pretty nice spot, pretty well lit. There's my car, still surprisingly clean. These are all V3s, and there's a bunch of wall connectors over here. That way, if you're staying overnight, you're better off that way. More wall connectors over here. You can see all the V3 cabinetry over here. There is the thing, blanking on the word for it, but you know what I'm talking about. Just going to charge up here a bit and see where we're headed next. I'm not quite sure yet. Just taking a look at some of the infrastructure here for the Link install. I don't know exactly which stuff is for the supercharger itself, but there are multiple transformers here. There are the cabinets, so there are actually 6 of the V3 cabinets, so 4 for each stall. These might have batteries. They look like switchgear though, so I don't believe so. This isn't what the newer style batteries look like. I guess site meters in there, so that's not batteries. There are batteries here somewhere. Oh, there's a power pack, so PP01, that's power pack 01. And then that's super 1, 2, 3. I've done a little bit of planning while waiting here at the Link supercharger. So we're going to go to the Beatty, Nevada supercharger. That's this one here. That's probably where I'm going to end up sleeping tonight, in my car, of course. Then that way I'll wake up right about sunset or sunrise, and we'll pass through Death Valley. So that'll still be nice and cool, or relatively cool for Death Valley. Then we'll head to Lone Pine, and then we'll go south through this one, which is Inyokern. I think I said that right. And then we'll head maybe through Barstow if necessary, otherwise just straight south to Rancho Cucamonga, or I believe that one's Fontana. Or if we can go direct to Fontana, I'm fine with pulling in pretty low there. I'm trying to be there by about like 10 a.m. or so. That way there's plenty of time to charge because the rally starts at noon. It's a 24 stall urban 72 kilowatt supercharger, but apparently there's 70 cars registered. Let's get unplugged here from the Link and then head to Beatty. You can see pack voltage fairly high, temps are normal, very balanced, especially for being supercharged. 90% there. made it to Beatty, Nevada. This is in Death Valley. We're here 1%. There were some cars that were driving very quickly, and I decided to join them because I had the battery buffer. We have a warm pack. Let's see here. There we go. 122. It cooled down a little bit. I've got the climate running just to kind of drain a little bit more power down before we plug in. This is a bigger supercharger install than I would expect, kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's dinging at us for the low state of charge. So let's get plugged in. Bumper's still on, that's always a good thing. And then we've actually got some more infrastructure over here. So free 6.6 kilowatt per port, so that's pretty nice. And a charge point FSEC, most likely 50 kilowatt. So FSEC, it doesn't specifically say the output. I guess there's a 45 in that model, so probably 45 kilowatt, probably 100 amp. Maybe this will say. Well, the connector's rated 125 amp, but most likely 100 amp at 450 volt. There we have the supercharger cabinets, transformer for all of it, I believe. There's a Motel 6, gas station, service station, another hotel. And it's time to call it a night and get some sleep. What's up, guys? We're here next morning. It's about 6:20 in the morning. Just gonna run in and use the bathroom at the convenience store gas station here. And then instead of heading to Lone Pine, we're gonna head to Inyokern because I woke up a little bit later than I expected, and just for sake of time, let's get to it. It's 70 degrees in Death Valley, and I just shivered a little bit. Categorize that under things I never thought I would say. Got to the Inyokern, California supercharger. We're at 4%, first stop of the day. This is only a 4-stall, 150 kilowatt. Plugged in now. Not much really around here. It's at a little market here. And then you've just got some roads and propane. I don't know if that's like a city hall or something. Some dude longboarding. I guess they have free Wi-Fi and they have burgers and they have coffee. That actually sounds pretty wonderful. I might check that out. Then let's just check out the install here. Can't really see a ton, but through the gates or the grates here, you can see the 2 cabinets. And they've got the switch gear over there. Looks like they have plenty of room for more stalls in there if needed.
fun sharing the electric passion. First note, we have bikes here, so please watch out for them. They are
Are they extra points or what?
They're quiet. You might not hear them.
They're 10 points if you don't tell anyone.
Dude, they're going to be way ahead of us. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they'll probably be gone soon, but just watch out just in case. Other than that, the route's pretty straightforward. If you guys use the Google link, I've noticed it says the wrong way in the beginning only. It'll say take the 330. We're not going to do that. We're going to exit Waterman and take the 18. But once you exit that, it'll reroute and it'll be all good. So if you guys use your phone or whatever, it's going to show that. I'm going to be in the lead car right here. You can't miss it. And then my brother's going to be in the blacked out Model 3 over there. We both have Kilowatt Rally stickers on it, so you guys will be able to see. Anybody have questions or anything? Awesome.
Thank you for putting this on, man.
Yeah,
Thank you, Taylor and Ryan.
thank you. We're having quarantine fun or whatever. All right, cool. So let's head out. If anyone else needs to finish up charging up, and then first break is going to be 10 minutes, and most of us probably won't need to get out of the car. It's just to regroup everybody, and then the final, we're going to take 1 30-minute break, and there's going to be a really cool lake view. I would love for you guys to get out of the car and take a look at it, but obviously that's optional. But that's going to be about 30 minutes, and that'll be cool.
Was trying to get video of the Kilowatt rally and I took the wrong exits. So hopefully I catch up with them at a reasonable pace, but I'll do the best I can. Did our first stop on, or the second stop actually, but the only real stop that we're making on the Kilowatt rally. Now we're back on the road, and I think we're getting to a closed road, so let's see if we end up having to turn around. But then we're heading to the restaurant for the wrap up of the rally. Well, this was my own damn fault. Ran my car out of charge, but the view is incredible. Well, I ran out of charge. I don't know if I said that already, but we're at Rim of the World High School up in Lake Arrowhead. My car is over there. I don't know why they're honking. But yeah, I'm waiting for AAA. They said maybe 5 hours, which is just insane. So I'm trying to figure out another option, or they're also trying to figure out a faster tow truck. So we'll see how this goes. Just putting my car back together from towing it. I had some of the front plastics off, getting my tow strap and all my charging gear put back. But we made it. We're at the Urban Supercharger, and here we are. All right, so after that crazy ordeal, got all charged up in Fontana, where we started this morning, so it was full circle. Got dropped off with the tow truck, and now we're back on the road. I went and got Starbucks triple shot of espresso while I was charging. And now it's time to head to Beaumont, get some dinner at In-N-Out, and then we will head all the way back to Phoenix. I'll probably rest up in Ehrenberg or whatever the one is before Ehrenberg. Or no, it is Ehrenberg and then Quartside's after it. So I'll rest up probably in Ehrenberg, and then we'll head straight through. At least we're already kind of starting in like the eastern part of the LA metro area, so it won't be as long as last time and a little bit more manageable. And surprisingly, I'm not that tired. We'll see how that progresses, but if I need to stop and rest at a supercharger, I certainly will. I don't have any time that I have to be back by, but I would like to be back at a reasonable time tonight so I can get some sleep in my own bed and shower and everything. It's 7:20 right now, and let's get it done. Made it to the Beaumont Supercharger under my own power for once. Going to head into In-N-Out, grab some dinner, and then we'll hit the road back to Arizona. I'm not sure what time we'll get home. Just a quick stop here in Indio, California. We're at 63%, but I could have probably made it to Ehrenberg, but I really don't want to push it. So let's get plugged in here. I'm using the pallet charger, since I know that will be at least a consistent experience, and my state of charge is high enough that it doesn't matter. Indio is kind of a disaster as far as charging speeds. So that's why they have this pallet augmenting it. Let's see here. So it wants us to go to quartzite, and quartzite is not my favorite, to put it nicely. I mean, it's fine as a charger, but Ehrenberg is way better in my opinion. And why is it not even showing? Let's cancel that. And now we're headed to Ehrenberg. It says 10 minutes here. I think it'll probably say we can make it already, but yeah, 5%. So I'll probably charge up to 10, 12% buffer, maybe a little bit higher. That way I can go whatever speed I need to through here. We'll stop in Ehrenberg. We'll charge up most of the way, or even maybe all the way to make it to Buckeye. And then maybe stop in Quartzsite depending on what we need to do. And then we'll be back in the Phoenix Metro. Just pulled into Ehrenberg, Arizona. We've got a toasty pack, 127 Fahrenheit. We're at 5%. I was gonna try and push it to Quartzsite because originally it said we would make it there, but then I found some very quick moving traffic. So let's get plugged in here. I burned off all my buffer in speed, which totally fine with. In fact, that's my preferred way to drive. And here we are, gas station, Flying J. This is a V3 install, 8 stall, 250 kilowatt, which my car can't take advantage of. Hotel, good spot. Let's let it charge and go home. Decided to move stalls at Ehrenberg. I was only getting 25 kilowatt over there. I think that's 1C, I would guess. Or maybe 2B, probably. I'll have to look. Anyway, getting way better rates. It's not due to a hot pack. I thought the 25 kilowatt I was getting was due to a hot pack, but clearly that's not the case. We're now getting normal 250-ish amps. Let's go see what stall that was. Because we're now on 1B. So these are usually labeled on the inside with V3s. Usually. They're not always labeled. So I'm pretty sure this is the one we were on. And this is 2C. So this is kind of a weird lettering system, but I guess it works. So I'm going to hang out here for a bit. Probably rest my eyes for a moment. I think I'm going to try to avoid Quartzsite and then just push through all the way to Buckeye. But who knows? Maybe I'll stop at Quartzsite because I still haven't been there since they have the new V3 section open. So it'd be kind of cool to check that out, but I will be back in LA later this month. So I'll have many opportunities to check out all the chargers along this way. Decided to get on the road here. Let's head to Quartzsite. Rather not stick around here at Ehrenberg longer than I need to. We're at 50%. Let's get going. What's up, guys? It's Brandon. We're here in the Quartzsite, Arizona supercharger. I'm walking around the new V3 section. We've got the old V2 as well as the urban supercharger pallet temporary installs over there. Let me just show you guys what's going on here. It's a little bit of a weird install. So we're coming in here. Back there's a sign that says Tesla charging. And then let me flip this around here and show you guys. All right, so then you come in here. It's a one-way. Then there are 28 V3 stalls. Not all of them are up quite yet, which is kind of unfortunate, but still plenty of power to go around here. You can tell which ones are on by the lights on the signs, so that makes it nice and easy. During the day, it's not as easy, so I don't know if Tesla did this caution tape or someone else did, but these ones over here don't have it, which is weird, and they don't even have it. They don't even have the cables wrapped over the top. But I think this is the most interesting part right here. So you can come in here. So you come in one way. And then if you have a trailer or like a bike rack, or you just are feeling lazy, but hopefully don't do that. Please don't do that. Only use this spot if you have a trailer, because then you can pull almost all the way forward here, plug in your Model X, your Model Y, 3 or S, I guess, also. Maybe a Cybertruck would fit here, maybe. But then you can actually leave your trailer on. You can have an actual blocked off spot for your trailer. You can then back your trailer straight up, so that way you don't have to block traffic, you're not in the way or anything, and then just pull right on out. And I think that is seriously fantastic. Of course, there are the more stalls here, but this is a very welcome change to the way Tesla superchargers are set up. These diagonal spots with the stoppers, not so welcome change. I'm not a fan of that, really. I had to back up a lot farther than I'm used to because I backed up my normal, like, lining up with the curb. And these are actually a high curb. So my bumper is actually, like, on the curb, which I'm not super happy with. On my car, it doesn't really matter since it's kind of old anyway and there's already scrapes on the underside. But on a new car, not okay in my opinion. Well, anyway, here's a walkthrough of the new Quartzsite V3 setup and all the old stuff there. I would imagine they'll probably leave the V2s for whatever reason unless they have to remove them. But I'm sure these pallet superchargers are going to go away pretty soon. Last stop before home, we made it to Buckeye. We're at 23%. And let's plug in. It's currently almost 3:40 in the morning. Let's see how this charge session goes. Charge up just enough to get home with a little bit of buffer, and then we'll be home. Charged up enough to get back with 15%. They'll probably burn some of that off. This is the last stop. Let's go home. Well, we made it home. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Check out Kilowatt Rally, kilowattrally.com, or on Facebook. Just want to thank my patrons on Patreon. Link down below if you feel the need to contribute. I would greatly appreciate that. And hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know the drill. Have a great rest of your day.